This is the day that the Lord has made. We will rejoice and be glad in it. Good morning, boys and girls.
Good morning, Father Brad.
You look so good in your Christmas chapel ribbons. That's very, very traditional, and you pulled it off without a hitch. Pat yourself on the back for doing such a good job. And teachers, pat yourself on the back for doing such a good job. Help me say good morning to Mrs. Leishman.
Good morning, Mrs. Leishman.
Good morning, boys and girls. Can you help me say good morning to all the people who are here
Smokes.
and on Facebook?
Hello,
Good
everybody.
morning. All right, let's do a good morning for Mrs. Pierce.
Good morning, Mrs. Pierce.
Good morning, everyone.
Is this the year we sing We Wish You an Omicron Christmas?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay. Thank you all for wearing your masks today as we gather in a public place and pray that everyone is vaccinated and boosted and that you're safe. That is our prayer for you today. All right, Mrs. Leishman, I guess we need to tell the kids about what Christmas is about because
We started that story last week, Father Brett.
No, but I don't think they really know.
Well, maybe they do and maybe they don't.
Oh, well, let's see if they know. Now, boys and girls, do you remember our friend Gabriel? Yeah. Gabriel was an angel who went around to visit everybody. And Mrs. Leishman, y'all remember Gabriel? Yeah. Gabriel's the faceless one who would appear to people and startle them. And he would go, "Hi there!" Did you see Mrs. Leishman jump? See how that works?
You do that all the time.
I do, yeah. It's a little spooky.
Yeah.
Gabriel would appear and say, "Hi there!" And people would jump and Gabriel would say, "Don't be afraid. I'm bringing you good news." Do you remember Gabriel brought good news to Elizabeth and Mary? You remember that? Here's Mary. This is Our Lady Mary. She's really cool. There's also a picture of her over there. Mary was betrothed to a man named Joseph.
We don't know what he looked like.
Yeah, well, he looks very happy for... His whole life's about to change. This picture was taken before Gabriel visited. But anyway, Gabriel comes to Joseph and Mary to tell them that they're going to have a baby. And Mary was like, "What?"
Well, I think Joseph had the same.
Let me tell you something. If you think Mary was surprised, Joseph was really surprised. He was like, "Okay." And here's the thing about Joseph and Mary, is that the time that this happened, everybody had to go back to their hometown because the government was going to tax everybody.
Does that mean I have to go to Cleveland?
You go to Cleveland and I go to Mobile.
Okay.
That's right. The government's been taxing people since from before time. And it's getting easier now because they track every movement. You don't have to go home to do it anymore. They know where you live. It's really cool. But back then they didn't. And so Joseph and Mary had to go back to Joseph's hometown, which was, anybody know his hometown? Anybody want to guess? What do you think? Smyrna? Dover? Actually, it was a town called Bethlehem.
They could say that.
Can you say Bethlehem? Yeah, they went back to his hometown. But you know what? Everybody was going to their hometown. It was kind of like Christmas or Thanksgiving. Everybody was there and...
Well, how'd they get there?
Well, they had to walk.
Like this?
Yeah, can you walk with me? Walking. Mrs. Pierce has a great walking song we sing sometimes. And they walked, and they walked. I got to tell you something. After a while, you get tired from walking.
And Mary's going to have a baby.
And she's pregnant. She's going to have a baby. And so they get to Bethlehem, and they're looking for a place to stay for the night.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
They didn't have Airbnbs, and Joseph didn't get on to Travelocity and get a spot.
Joseph didn't.
He did not. So when they got to Bethlehem, they started knocking on doors, hoping that somebody at one of the hotels would let them in. Can you knock on a door with me?
Hello? What do you want?
Well, my wife and I need a place to stay tonight. We noticed the parking lot was full of camels, but we were hoping there'd be a spot for us.
Sorry, the last camel just checked in.
Okay, so the parking lot was full, boys and girls. There was no place for them to stay. They went to 2 or 3 places knocking on doors. Can you knock on doors with me?
Yes, how can I help you?
Yeah, right. We're looking for a place to stay overnight. Do you have a room for us?
A room?
Yeah, like a room. It doesn't even have to be deluxe. It's just regular.
You know, you really should have called ahead.
I know. I'm so sorry. My wife told me that too.
Yeah, you know, I just gave away the last standard room.
Okay.
But, you know, there is a place out back.
Boys and girls, would you stay out back in the barn with the animals? No? Let me tell you what. That's the place that they had to go because there was no place for them anywhere else.
Yeah.
So Joseph and Mary, they go out to the barn where there are what?
Cows,
Cows and
sheep.
and what? Probably. Think there was chickens? Okay, well, anyway, there were a lot of different animals, but we don't actually know because no one was taking photos. So, while they were there, this amazingly beautiful star, the Christmas star, came up into the sky, and it was so bright, and it twinkled, and it twinkled, and it twinkled. Isn't that a beautiful star?
Father Brad, we have a song about that twinkling Christmas star.
And I've got glitter all over me. That's so nice. What's the song, Mrs. Leishman?
Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas star.
Will you help us with Mrs.
Sure,
Pierce?
boys and girls can help us too.
Okay, Mrs. Pierce?
Ready with those stars?
Is this how we do it?
Kinda.
Okay.
Yeah, you got it.
Twinkle, twinkle, Christmas star, shining from afar. Shine so bright, shine so near, tells us
Know that He is here. Children, children, can you see? Jesus born for you and me.
yay! We're having choir auditions next week if any of you want to join the Sunday crew. So the star comes up over the town of Bethlehem where everyone's staying, and out in the fields are some shepherds. Do we have the shepherds?
Of course, yeah, we have a shepherd.
Boy, they look happy too for a cold night. Look at that. Isn't that the cutest shepherd you ever saw? And the shepherds were out in their fields, and Gabriel comes up to them and goes, "Hello!" And guess what Gabriel told the shepherds? Gabriel said this, "You see that star? If you follow that star, you're going to find a mom and a dad and a baby." And they said, "What?" And they said, "Yeah, you just watch that star." So, as they were standing out there with their sheep, Gabriel gives them this good news. Now,
That Mary
Mary is going
had
to
a
have
baby.
this little baby. Now, that's Jesus, who's looking particularly pale for a first century Palestinian child. But I do. But, you know, Everybody makes Jesus his own, right? So there you go, right? And so Jesus is born out back in a barn with his mom and his dad.
We have a song.
What's the song?
Mary had a baby.
Okay, all right, okay, all right. Boys and girls, are you going to help me sing it? Because I don't think I know all the words. Okay, all right.
All right, Mrs. Pierce, you ready?
Mary had a baby, yes, Lord. Mary had a baby, yes, my Lord. Mary had a baby, yes, Lord. Baby Jesus in the manger in Bethlehem.
And the angels sang about him.
Okay. Angels sang about him, yes, Lord. Angels sang about him, yes, my Lord. Angels sang about him, yes, Lord. Baby Jesus in the manger in Bethlehem.
And the shepherds came to see him.
Oh, did they?
They did.
Okay. Shepherds came to see him, yes, Lord. Shepherds came to see him, yes, my Lord. Shepherds came to see him, yes, Lord. Baby Jesus in the manger in Bethlehem. Well, you'd think. What they say?
They know about what the next
You know
verse.
who's coming next? Who's coming next? The wise guys, right, exactly. You know, and here's the thing. Mary was probably exhausted, and she already had shepherds visiting, but guess what? She had more guests.
Because the wise men brought him presents.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Want to sing that verse
Let's
too?
sing that. Why not? Wise him brought him presents, yes, Lord. Wise him brought him presents, yes, my Lord. Wise him brought him presents, yes, Lord. Baby Jesus in the manger in Bethlehem. Awesome. And this, boys and girls, is how we came to celebrate the birth of Jesus. These wonderful stories about his infancy, which we don't have a lot of historians to back some of this up. But I'll tell you what, when he got to be a grown man, he certainly did make his impact on the whole world. So, here we are. Why don't we say our creed, Mrs. Leishman? What do you think?
I think so. Boys and girls, where are those eyes?
Are you ready? I believe in God above. I believe in Jesus' love. I believe the Spirit too comes to show me
what to do.
I believe I can be kind and gentle, Lord,
like you.
All right. I don't see any birthday blessings today.
None today.
No? Okay, so what are we doing now?
Well, babies need lots of sleep. And we're going to sing one more song
Okay,
to put that baby to sleep.
okay. Oh, I think I know this one.
Boys and girls, are you ready?
Sleeping on the hay. If you want to see him, close your eyes and say, Jesus came from heaven, came to earth this day. See the baby Jesus sleeping on the hay. Awesome. Yay! I think it's time to turn it around.
I think it's time to turn it around.
Boys and girls, let us bless the Lord.
Thanks be to God.
Now, if you'll give me just a second to get my glitter stuff out of here, and I'll get the altar ready for you all to come forward. How's that? All right.
Thank you.
I'll come back and get those.
Thank you. Every week, or almost every week, we do an all-school sing. Mrs. Pierce has been doing all-school sings for longer than some of you are old, but she does it really well, and it helps us warm up and get settled so that we can sing. Mrs. Pierce, can you get us started?
I can, Mrs. Leishman. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, Mrs. Pierce.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, breathe. Blow it out slowly. One, 2, 3, breathe. Blow it out slowly. One, 2, 3, breathe. Blow it out slowly. I can sing high and I can sing low. I can sing fast and I can sing slow. High, low, fast, slow. We are ready to sing.
Thank you, Mrs. Pierce. Our first song is an echo song, so we're going to ask the teachers to sing, and the boys and girls will echo. It's all about those Christmas cookies. Teachers, are you ready? I didn't hear them. Teachers, are you ready? Christmas cookies Mom just made. I can smell the cookies. Mmm, so good. Oh, let's clap for those teachers. We're going to peek through a window like we're not supposed to do on Christmas Eve and count some reindeers. Boys and girls, can you peek with me? Now, we heard a couple weeks ago in chapel about St. Nicholas. Well, Santa's going to fill our stockings. Can you hold your stockings up and say this poem with me? When Santa fills my stocking, I wish that I could peek. But Santa never, never comes until I'm fast asleep. It's time for that favorite chapel song about this little light of mine. Guests, feel free to sing along. Should we hide it? Should we blow it out? Don't let anyone see it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let anyone see it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Don't let anyone see it out. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Put 'em up high. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine till Jesus comes. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Now, there has to be somebody in the lead of Santa's sleigh, and it happens to be Rudolph. Teachers, can you pass out those jingle bells? Boys and girls, keep those bells really quiet when you get them. Oh, they do pretty well. This is the story of Jingle Mouse.
I heard a little jingle. Yes. Like a jingle. Of a little jingle mouse. Jingle to the ceiling, jingle to the floor. He jingled till he fell asleep, and he began to snore.
Mrs. Pierce, before you go anywhere, just a little thank you for doing this for 21 years that we've done it together. We are going to ring, ring, ring our bells 3 times and get a little louder each time. So stand by. No, you're sitting. We're sitting. Don't stand yet. Sorry. Ready? We just have a couple more songs, and this is one that you might know, so feel free to sing along with us. Boys and girls, those bells are silent. Jingle bells. Dashing through the snow, horse open sleigh, over here we go, rocking all the way back. Bells on the ring, making spirits bright. From winds to winds, sing a song of the night. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in one horse open sleigh. Hey! Teachers, can you collect the bells? And boys and girls, we want to wish all of our guests live and on Facebook a very Merry Christmas. So can you stand up carefully? bless you. Thank you. Are you ready, Mrs. Pierce? All right, here we go. Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Let's all do a little clapping, let's all do a little clapping, let's all do a little clapping, let's spread Christmas cheer. Let's all do a little hugging, let's all do a little hugging, let's all do a little hugging, let's spread Christmas cheer. Here we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Ho, ho, Merry Christmas. Mrs. Pierce, Mrs. Pierce, you forgot. Moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas, we hope you enjoyed our Christmas program and our Christmas chapel. Please wait for the boys and girls to leave the worship space before you exit out the back school doors. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Love grows. Ready?
Love grows one by one, 2 by 2, and 4 by 4. Love grows round like a circle and comes back knocking at your front door. Love grows 1 by 1, 2 by 2, and 4 by 4. Love grows round like a circle and comes back knocking at your front door.
Merry Christmas.